I'm Jeff.
I'm Donna.
And this is
The Meador Effect.
Out in Arizona where Saguaro Grow live Jeff and Donna Meador and their TV show. Talking about love and the things they do. Bringing peace and joy to people like you. It's the Meador Effect. It's the Meador Effect. It's their sincere desire to have an effect. As a matter of fact, it's the Meador Effect. It's the Meador Effect. It's the Meador Effect. It's the Meador Effect. It's the Meador Effect.
Welcome. We have a fantastic show for you again today, talking about a very important topic to us, and that topic is...
Fun. Fun. And it's not just fun, because, and I really love this topic. It's not as basic as you think.
Yeah.
Even though it's very simple.
Well, I was getting ready to say it's not as simple as you think. It can actually be extremely complicated if you make it.
And you know why? Most people think fun, they think of for themselves.
Yeah.
Like they can go out and have fun. They can go on a roller coaster, which I don't think is fun either, honey. I have
No.
fun. They can go to a baseball game. That, you know, what is fun to them?
Yeah.
But what we like to talk about is fun as a couple, as a unit,
Yep.
and how to laugh again.
And the importance of really maintaining fun in your relationship, we can't overstate it. If you're not having fun, I guess what pops into my mind just now, Donna is an international best-selling author. Her first book was called Dating It's Not Personal. And in the book, sorry, hon, I'm going to let a cat out of a bag here.
Okay.
So there's basically two reasons to go out on your date. One, have fun.
Have fun.
Two, see if you're going to go out on another date with that
You
person.
shouldn't be picking out curtains.
But she always says, if you don't have fun, you're doing something wrong.
Right. Right. I love that because I actually had a woman come up to me a couple days ago and was telling me, Donna, I finally figured it out and you're 100% right. I'm having so much fun dating now. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness. But people forget to laugh. They don't know how to laugh anymore, honey.
Well, and there's going to be times in your life when it's going to be hard to laugh. One of the stories that has always stuck with me is when you say, after Pietro we just talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
After her late husband, Pietro, had passed away, she remembers distinctly where she was at, who she was with, who she was talking to, the first time she actually had that real gut-wrenching laugh where it almost brought you to tears.
Yeah, my girlfriend had me laughing so hard, I had tears coming out of my eyes. I was rolling, and it was such a weird sensation to laugh that hard and from my soul, my spirit, my gut, and then all of a sudden realize, wait a minute, is that okay? Like, I'm a widow, like I don't, so that was a very interesting bump. But even going back further, I was probably in my mid-20s, and I've always done personal development. I have always been on the road to understanding, peeling the layers of the onions, figuring out who I am, what made me tick, and why I did things that I did, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I learned was how to laugh without restriction.
Yeah.
We laugh with restriction.
A lot of people do.
You're going to start paying attention to yourselves now because you're going to laugh. And you're going to go, well, that was a little like, a little uptight laugh. Like, where's the laugh from the gut? When's the last time you had that?
Yeah. And again, that's real. That's very real. We've all been around people that they want to have proper etiquette in public and would never allow themselves to just burst out in that big belly laugh and just crack up laughing with other people around. To them, it would be like, oh!
Yeah.
And they'll hold it in. But Donna and I want to encourage you, don't hold it in at all.
One of the things that makes me laugh, honey, with you, I'll never forget, we were just newly dating, and we were over my house, and you started tickling me in my neck. Like you started taking your mouth and your whiskers, and you started tickling me.
Goatee.
And I started screeching like a kid, and I was like, ah! And I was laughing so hard, I like crumbled to the floor. Of course, he fell to the floor with me. And I felt like it was in a movie, like in The Beach or whatever. I was laughing so hard, he kept tickling my neck. And I'm telling you, this was playful. This was not intimate. This was not sexy. This was just playful, good old-fashioned laughter. I was laughing so hard, my gut hurt.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
And it was fun. And guys, if you are in a long-term relationship with your significant other, with your spouse, you need to make it a point of having fun. Now, what Donna talked about just a little bit ago, it's not about you having fun. It's about the two of you having fun.
Yeah, learning to laugh and have a good old time.
Well, I was going to say that can be the same thing. At the same time, it doesn't necessarily always is the same thing.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah. Well, the other thing we're like, one of the things I was thinking about is sometimes in a relationship, there's always give and take. There are times when something she really enjoys, I might not enjoy. I'm still going to go with her, and I'm going to make it a point of having fun.
Yeah.
And vice versa. There are times when she's gone with me to something, wasn't her thing,
Right.
and what popped into my mind was Donna is not. No, it was concert.
Oh.
Donna, concerts aren't her thing, and for my birthday a few years ago, she got tickets to go see Ringo Starr and his all-star band. And for anybody that knows me, they know that I am a Beatles freak. I love the Beatles, and so to get a chance to go see Ringo, I tell you, I was in heaven. I was on cloud 9, and it wasn't really Donna's thing.
It's all right.
But
I mean, who doesn't love Ringo and the Beatles, you know? But I'm like, you know.
but we went and we had a great time, and we had fun.
That's good.
And I know Donna and I don't know if you guys know this about us, but we are not shy people.
Oh, no, really. If they haven't figured that out by now, I don't know. But yeah, we're not shy, we're extroverts, and we both enjoy the spotlight. Yeah.
Well, we do, but also we enjoy people.
Yeah.
And so when we were at the concert, we were in line to go inside, and everybody around us, you know, we're talking to. Once we get inside, we're talking to. That's part for us of having fun. Now, I'm saying all of that to say this.
What?
You really need to make it a point of understanding the person you're with.
Oh, yes.
And what they consider fun.
Yeah, good point. That's a very good point. but fun, okay, so, you know, that's a very good point, because I'm going to bring something out. When I think of fun, I think of laughter. I think of belly aching laughter. But that's not necessarily always the case.
No.
Like you would enjoy, and your kids enjoy, games. That is not fun for me, right?
Well, it's more my kids than me, but.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You don't really, but you don't. Okay, good. All right, but so
She
yeah.
dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah. So games, I don't like. I don't enjoy board games. I don't enjoy card games. I played a game with the kids once because they made me. But and I tried to have fun, but it wasn't fun. And so, but I enjoyed watching them interact, so that was fun. I like to watch that, but it actually made me break sweat a little bit. So games are not my thing. So what is your thing? You know, what is your thing that you can do to have fun? But I want to remind people, I want to take it a step further. I go back to laughing again. I want to help you to think about, when was the last time you actually had a belly laugh? And when was the last time you had a belly laugh with your spouse or significant other? Where you really just said, you know what? We're just going to like let our hair down and just laugh about something, like find something. Sometimes you can get a head start with maybe a comedy, right? A comedy might help. But still, that's confined a little bit. So.
Well, we've talked about this a lot on our show. A lot of people are existing in life. A lot of couples, and I understand, especially if you're a young couple and you had kids, and now you've been together for 17, 18, 20 years, 23, 24 years, and you got 3 kids. Those kids take a lot of energy and a lot of time. They do. But at the same time, they are eventually going to leave. And when they leave, are you still wanting to be together? And if you are, what are you doing now to make sure that is a reality, and not just together, but together in a reality that you want to be in.
Right, you rejuvenate, right? Rejuvenate yourself, rejuvenate your relationship, it reinvent it, you know, all kinds of fun stuff. I think we do that a lot with each other.
We do.
You're fun, because I love you.
Well, And part of fun is being playful.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've been trying to say this whole show. Playfulness.
Glad I could help.
Playful. I think that's what I really love about us. We're playful with each other. We're fun. We and I think it came to me one day at some point where I started thinking, why is everybody so quick to talk about all the drudgery that's going on in the world?
Yeah.
All the sadness, war. They're quick to talk about that, but people are not quick to talk about love and intimacy and fun and camaraderie with your spouse and fun stuff like love. Why aren't we quick to talk about love? That's what we want to change here.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. I learned this from Jim Rohn, a motivational speaker who's no longer with us. But he pointed out to me, if you are going to have a garden, you don't have to do anything if you want weeds in the garden. Those come naturally. Those come without effort. But what happens? They come. So you have to be very proactive on the good stuff. You have to be proactive against the weeds. The bad stuff is natural. If you don't work on your attitude, it will eventually get bad. Why? Because that's just the natural state of things all around us for a lot of people. Right. So we have to be cognizant and work on the good things. You bring about what you think about. If you want to be in a relationship that's exciting, that's playful, where you have fun, I'll just talk to the guys. You have to start using that brain of yours and thinking about ways to where it can be fun. You can be playful with each other. What is she like? Hey guys, if she is into collecting, I don't know, fine bone china, there are conventions that have fine bone china. And don't tell yourself, I'm going to be so bored. No. Say, you know what? I'm going to surprise her. I'm going to get 2 tickets. I'll take her to a restaurant that she likes. She won't know what the tickets are. And then I will walk her up to this thing and she will freak out. And she'll say, I can't believe you did that.
And it's not a hint. I'm not into bone china.
No,
okay?
no.
But yeah, that's a great point, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know what to say. I'm just overwhelmed with love with you, baby. I pinch myself every morning just that we're together, and I love you so much.
Yeah. Now, what you're seeing here is how we are all the time. It doesn't come just because, Jeff and Donna, they're just different. No. We are mindful of being able to minister to each other. If you're going to be in a successful relationship, you have to be mindful of these things. And again, what we're talking about today, one of the things that you have to think about is those times when that other person in your relationship, when they have something that they want to do, that they think is fun, don't go with a bad attitude. Make sure that you're going to allow them to have the greatest experience they can have. We've all been in a situation where we went to something with somebody that made it miserable for us.
Right.
And in the back of your mind, you just think to myself, I wished we hadn't even gone.
You know what pops into my brain right now, babe?
I am waiting to hear.
I had my mother surprised me with this beautiful chandelier, and it literally sat on the closet floor for 1 year. At the time, I wasn't dating, and then I started to date, and I couldn't afford an electrician to come put it up, and so certain men I were dating here and there would say, I'll put it up for you, and they never did. And then Jeff came into my life, and yes, and you said, I'll put that up for you. And I was like, oh, yay, let's see, right, if he does, right? So, well, lo and behold, he does. And we borrow a ladder from a neighbor. It's one of these rickety old wooden things. So he starts to he gets the ladder up on the landing. It was one of those off-level landings, so it was a little bit awkward for the ladder, and it was way up high. And
I would like to say it was awkward for her. It was scary to me.
Yeah, it was awkward for me because here's why it was awkward for me. Because I was really excited. This was fun for me that this was going to finally get put up in my stairwell. And then Jeff was not having fun. He was not having fun. And then that energy transmitted to me. And now I'm feeling not fun because I'm thinking he's doing this, but he's like getting angry at the ladder, and he's starting to get frustrated. And that changes the dynamics. But I will say, to your credit, he stopped himself midway. And he said, "What am I?" We learned after. What am I doing?
Yeah.
This is a gift and something fun for her, something she's been wanting, and I'm ruining it.
Yeah.
And he changed his attitude, and you proceeded. It was beautiful, and I was.
Well, I think I actually got down off of the ladder and went downstairs. She actually went to the other room because it wasn't fun for her anymore.
Yeah.
And I went down and I apologized, and then I basically said, "Let's have fun putting it up. Let's have fun putting it up. I'm going to have fun going up on this 20-foot tall, rickety old wooden ladder that's shaking, and I'm up, I think it's only 30 feet up in the air, 35 feet.
But we did have fun, and I was so thrilled. And of course, we never used that ladder again. But
Yes.
it still hangs to this day, brings back great memories. But that's my point. So here's an act of service that Jeff is going to perform for me, put this light up that I've been wanting up for 1 year, okay?
Yeah.
And he almost derailed, but he brought it back. He caught himself because we affect the people around us. And again, we're not here, we can't control how people perceive us, but we can control how we are for ourselves. And I'll tell you one thing, he wasn't having fun either. So when he stopped himself and refocused, then we both started to have fun again. So there's your little tip for you.
And we've talked about this before, but you know what? I have written a song. Now, I'll tell you this right now. She's never heard this song. She's never heard this. Yeah. And so it's a little song I wrote that is a little bit about our journey, about our lives.
Single dad out on his journey, working so hard to pay those bills, not realize just how lonely he truly was. That is until you came along and filled his heart. You showed him love that was deeper than any love he'd known before. You touched his heart and his spirit and opened up the door to a new life that he'd always dreamed of, to a new life he'd always dreamed of.
Thank you.
That's true. That's true.
Oh my gosh. Honey, thank you so much. I'm going to get a tissue.
I was a single dad. Existing. That's all I was doing. Trying to pay the bills for me and my 3 kids. I was keeping myself busy so I wouldn't have to really come to terms with my life in a lot of ways. And then God brings me this wonderful woman. And I began to understand how blessed I was. And then I made the choice at that point, guys. I started realizing how much God truly loved me to give me this woman. And I had a cognizant thought, I'm going to do everything I can to make her fall in love with me. And when she fell in love with me, I continued that by thinking, I'm going to do everything I can to make her fall in love with me every day, all over again.
Thank you.
And I am so grateful for you because you saved me in so many ways and brought understanding to me and to my heart. I began to listen to a lot of things she was sharing. And again, I think for a lot of couples, if you've been together for a while, you forget how you admired that person. And part of that is who they are and how intelligent they are and the things that they know. So remind yourself of that and then begin to go back and to revisit those things.
I'm so overwhelmed and touched, honey. That is a beautiful song. I love it so much. But not as much as I love you.
Well, I'm glad it touched you.
Thank you.
So, guys, we want to encourage you. we want to encourage you to take the time to think about your life, to think about what you want in your life. If you're needing a place to start. Again, we say this all the time. Go to meadoreffect.com. We have some lists that will help you in your personal development journey. And that might be yourself. It might be your love life. Again, with your spouse, your significant other. It might be on a financial journey. You want to improve your finances, whatever it might be. We have a lot of resources there.
Now, I do want to say this was an episode about fun, and that was fun. These are tears of joy. That was fun. That was amazing. Thank you, honey.
And again, it's fun for me to be able to touch her anytime I get an opportunity to. I love to touch her heart, her mind, her soul, and her body. Guys,
that's fun.
And that is fun for me. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate you coming and spending some time with us. And it's our sincere desire that the Meador Effect have an effect on you.
Effect.